SQLite is a fast and lightweight embedded single-file DBMS in C, which does not have a server and allows you to store the entire database locally on one device. SQLite does not require any third-party libraries or services to run. The term embedded means that the DBMS does not use a client-server paradigm. The SQLite engine is not a separately running process with which the program interacts. The program is linked with it, and the engine serves as an integral part of the program. Function calls, a PIE of the SQLite library, are used as the exchange protocol. Using SQLite, a database is a collection of structured information. To change it, a control system is required at DBMS. Like any DBMS, SQLite allows you to record new and query existing information, change it, and configure access. Thanks to the properties of SQLite, it is used on sites with low and medium TRAI, in local single-player, mobile applications, or games that are not designed to scale, in programs that frequently perform direct reads-write operations to disk, in applications for testing business logic. SQLite requires no administration and works on mobile devices, game consoles, TVs, drones, cameras, car multimedia systems, etc. The DBMS uses many programs: Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Skype, XNView, AIMP Dropbox, Viber, and others. How SQLite works. Most DBMS use a client-server architecture. Data is stored and processed on the server, and queries are sent to it by the client. The client is the part of the program with which the user interacts. A server can be a separate process on the same computer, the so-called daemon, or a third-party device, as is the case with websites. SQLite is designed differently and does not have a server. This means that the software stores all data on one device. The DBMS is built into the application and works as its integral part. If you install a program that uses SQLite on your computer, the database will also be stored on it. The database format is one text file that can be read on any platform. This approach increases productivity and speed. You can work with SQLite as a library or through SQLite 3. What is SQLite 3? SQLite 3 is a console utility for working with SQLite from DBMS developers. It starts and works on the command line in the operating system console. You can download versions for Windows, macOS, and Linux. In terms of functionality, SQLite 3 is a client program for client-server applications. With its help, you can enter and send queries to the database, create, modify, get, or delete a table. The difference is that it does not access a separate server process, but rather the SQLite engine built into the application. You can write SQL code in SQLite 3. The utility will send a request to the kernel and receive and display the result. What are the differences between SQLite and SQL? SQL is a query language that experts use to issue commands to manage a database. SQLite is a DBMS software that supports this language. A person working with SQLite will use the SQL query language to access the database. But the DBMS itself is much broader than just a wrapper for the language and provides many other functions. You can read more about SQL in the article. Benefits of SQLite: high speed, storing data in one file, minimalism, reliability, zero configuration, small size, availability, cross-platform, autonomy. Disadvantages of SQLite: limited data type support, lack of stored procedures, restrictions on use, lack of free technical support, lack of native Unicode support. How to get started with SQLite? There are two ways to start working with the system. Connect the DBMS as a library. You can integrate SQLite into your application by connecting it as a library to any programming language that supports it. The APIs used may vary between languages and frameworks. Some programming languages, such as Python, have built-in support for SQLite. SQLite is also included in operating systems like various mobile OS and Windows 10. Use SQLite 3 utility. SQLite 3 is a command line utility for interacting with SQLite databases, provided by the developers of SQLite. It's available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Using SQLite 3, you can perform various database operations like creating, modifying, querying, or deleting tables and data. This utility is especially useful for those who prefer working with databases through a command line interface. SQLite 3 allows you to write and execute SQL queries directly, interacting with the SQLite engine embedded in your application. It's a versatile tool for managing SQLite databases in a simple and efficient manner. Learning and documentation. To effectively use SQLite, you might want to familiarize yourself with its documentation and learning resources. Official SQLite documentation. The SQLite website provides comprehensive documentation, including a detailed description of the API, command line interface, and SQL syntax supported by SQLite. Online tutorials and courses. Various online platforms offer tutorials and courses on SQLite, which can be useful for both beginners and advanced users. Community forums and Q&A sites. Online forums and Q&A sites like Stack Overflow can be valuable resources for troubleshooting and learning from the experiences of other SQLite users. Practical applications. SQLite is widely used in various types of applications due to its simplicity, reliability, and ease of use. Some common use cases include mobile applications. SQLite is a popular choice for storing data locally on mobile devices. It is often used in apps for both Android and iOS to store user data, settings, and other application-specific information. Desktop applications. Many desktop software programs use SQLite for managing user data, preferences, and application settings. Its simplicity and ease of integration make it ideal for small to medium-sized desktop applications. Embedded systems. Due to its small footprint and self-contained nature, SQLite is ideal for use in embedded systems such as IoT devices, automotive systems, and consumer electronics. Testing and prototyping. Developers often use SQLite for testing database interactions due to its simplicity and zero configuration setup. It's also great for prototyping applications where full-scale database might be overkill. Web browsers. Major web browsers like Chrome and Firefox use SQLite for storing browser history, cookies, and other session data. Server-side applications. Although not traditionally used in high concurrency environments, SQLite can be suitable for server-side applications with low to medium traffic or where each user maintains a separate database instance. Data analysis and reporting. SQLite can be used for lightweight data analysis and reporting, especially in scenarios where portability and ease of use are important. Example: creating an SQLite database in Node.js. This example demonstrates how to create an in-memory SQLite database in a Node.js application. The SQLite 3 package is used to interact with SQLite. Example: creating a table and inserting data. In this example, a table named users is created with columns for ID, name, and email. Then, 2 rows of data are inserted into the table. Example: querying data. This example shows how to query data from the users table. The db.all method is used to retrieve all rows from the table, and the results are printed to the console. These examples demonstrate the basic operations of creating a database, creating a table, inserting data, and querying data in a Node.js application using SQLite. SQLite's simplicity and ease of use make it ideal for a wide range of applications, including server-side applications with Node.js. Conclusion: SQLite's wide range of applications demonstrates its versatility and effectiveness as a database management system. Whether you're developing a mobile app, a desktop application, an embedded system, or simply need a lightweight database for testing, SQLite offers a robust, reliable, and easy-to-use solution. By understanding the strengths and limitations of SQLite, developers can make informed decisions about when and how to use it in their projects. Its ease of deployment, minimal setup, and cross-platform compatibility make SQLite a go-to choice for many developers around the world.